Welcome back, everyone out there, for a very special episode. Very special episode of the show here. I've teased this, and now it's time. It's finally time. We've begun this. Let's talk about the first ever channel versus episode. And for this very special versus episode, no hands, no talking hands here, folks. We're getting right to business with the epic matchup no one's ever asked to see, but you're gonna see it. We have everyone's favorite storyteller from 1001 something ago for 1001 nights. We have our heroine here, Shahrazad, versus everyone's favorite orange dragon, Charizard. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna edit that out. That's lame. All right, folks. Shahrazad versus Charizard. How does this come into play? How does this happen? How do I think of this madness? Well, it's very simple because uh, I cannot say Charizard with that. I have to say Shahrazad. Now I can't even say her name. Holy shit! Who would win in a fight, folks? Shahrazad, as some of you might know, Shahrazad was a character in the 1001 Arabian Nights, which has been told and retold for hundreds of years. The story of a king who had some falling out with a wife of his and whatnot, and I probably put her to death. Along with was his brother involved, I guess. So he swore revenge against all women, but still decided to get married. And his scheme was to marry a woman every night and then kill her in the morning. I don't know how that really makes sense. Who knows? It's storytelling. So anyway, he killed 1,000 women. And then one night, he met this young lady, Shahrazad, who told him a story, a very exciting story apparently, and then got all sleepy. Oh, I need to wash my hair, or something like that. I've got a headache. And said, and asked the king if she could continue the story the next day. Well, it was such a good story. The king was like, "Oh, sure, whatever." And everybody went to sleep. Woke up the next morning. Shahrazad was not beheaded. And at the nighttime, she went ahead, told a story. Same deal. A gripping, pulse pounding adventure, probably a versus story. Let's be honest, folks. She had a versus story for him. Just about the good part was coming up. Oh, I'm so sleepy. And the king was like, "Oh, okay, go to bed. And then in the morning, I'm not going to kill you. And then at night, you're going to tell me the story." So this went on for 1001 nights. And she was out of stories, and the king was so enthralled with the stories and Shahrazad, he spared her life and made her the queen. So there's Shahrazad. Now let's talk a little about uh, Charizard. Charizard, who's a orange dragon. Sorry, folks. Sorry for all the Pokemon's fans out there. Um, I aside from reading off of some what do they even call Bulbapedia, Charizard is a draconic bipedal Pokemon. Is primarily orange with a cream underside. Oh, he has two large wings. Are they really large wings? Are they always large wings? Charizard can fly and sometimes can't fly. He, of course, evolves from Charmander uh, to Charmeleon to Charizard And yeah, he's a pretty scary dragon guy. Apparently. Now let's put this into context, folks. Let's put this into context that people watching my channel uh, might understand a little better. Let's put this in a cardboard context here. Talking about Magic the Gatherings featuring of Shahrazad in their first expansion, Arabian Nights, as it were. Shahrazad is simultaneously one of the best Magic cards ever created and one of the most mm, problematic. Problematic. I'm not using it in that way. Problematic meaning what Shahrazad does is makes you play a sub game of the game, in which the winner of the sub game comes back to the game, and the opponent in that game loses life and such. What a what a flavorful card! What a fantastic mechanic! Um, but as you can see, as you can think about it, this causes some logistical issues where you have a game, you've got cards out, and then you're supposed to shuffle up your library and start a brand new game, somewhere else. Where are you going to start it? You got it's an issue. So this card was banned pretty much in every competitive format that it's legal. Quite a shame. That's Shahrazad. And then, of course, we've got the big guy himself here, Charizard, which is the, I guess, iconic Pokemon card, especially if we're talking about value. And I tell you something, folks, having been exposed to some Pokemon with my kids and stuff, and I can completely understand why any first edition Pokemon card uh, being in any condition of not, totally garbage is worth stuff these days. I totally get it because I see what these kids do to cards, and then multiply that by back in the day. Card sleeves weren't a common thing. People didn't realize cards were valuable or whatnot, and goddamn, I guess there's a gosh darn reason why Charizard is so valuable. So that's that portion of our epic versus episode. But of course, you didn't come to hear me ramble on some half-assed uh, Gen X nonsense. Let's get to our historically accurate recreation of the encounter between our two main characters here, Charizard and Charizard. Please note, please note, the upcoming dramatic recreation may not be historically accurate. Oh, hello there. I am Shahrazad, master storyteller and beautiful queen of some Arabian land. Who might you be? Charizard! Oh, Charizard. That sounds a lot like my name. Charizard! Oh, well, nice to meet you, Mr. Charizard. Would you like to hear a story? Charizard! Oh, okay. Let me think. Charizard! Oh, okay, I'll get started right away. Once upon a time... Charizard! Charizard! Oh my, was it something I said? Womp, womp, womp. Yep, that's right, folks. That's how it all happened. Thanks for tuning in. Here's a hand. Bye.